99% of the advice on cold calling will have business owners hanging up on you again and again, leaving you with zero clients. I know this because it was only once I started doing these things differently that I went from 0 to 5 web design clients per day, making over 49K per month with my AI web design agency. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact cold calling strategy I use that instantly hooks business owners and gets them excited to work with you, how to use AI to build them fully SEO optimized websites in just 5 minutes, and how to do all of this without spending a single dollar. It's literally so simple, even a complete beginner could copy it and make some serious cash. First, you need to understand the big cold calling mistake that causes 99% of business owners to ghost you, because once you avoid it, they'll gladly pay you 2.5K per website like clockwork. I started getting web design clients like a clockwork when I made this exact change. This strategy took us from 0 to 49K per month using AI and dialing teams and cold calls. And if you want to start getting Stripe screenshots like this, all you have to do is follow this exact strategy. So the problem with the way most people do is they cold call people, they email people, they DM people, they say the same thing, they sound the same as everyone else, they get rejection, silence, they don't have any testimonials, they don't have any experience, they can't get any momentum whatsoever. And this old approach over here is, I'll build you a website, can I build you a website, this is what we'll actually do for you, blah, blah, blah. Our approach is, we've built you a website, we just want to show you it. The work's done. We've already put the time in. We've researched your company. We've built you an SEO customized website. We just want to show you. That is the difference between the old approach and how we do things. We already do the work, which is very, very refreshing for business owners. And why this works is we're garnering curiosity. We're becoming credible because we're actually doing the work beforehand. We're leading with a value first approach, and it creates urgency, because the website is already done. So they're going to want to see it very quickly because in their eyes, you spent all this time building a website. So they're going to want to see it. And people naturally want to see what you've created for them because it's just interesting. If anybody said to you, I've done this for you for free, something as complex, as technical, and as much work as a website, obviously it's going to garner a lot of interest. It gives you credibility because it shows you're professional and it shows you've given them results or provided results before you've even met. It's a value first approach. Before asking for payment, it shows you've done work, you've actually shown interest, you've shown that you've done research on their company. And obviously it creates momentum and urgency because if the project is already underway, they're going to feel obliged or obligated to go and check it out. Let's look at the full process overview. This is the exact strategy that we use to land 8 to 10 AI web design clients every single week in my own agency. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to call local businesses. Literally go on Google Maps, go to each business. You will see which business doesn't have a website because the website will not be attached to their Google Map profile or to their Google business profile. Google make it extremely easy. There will be a big tab and it says website or no website. They make it very, very easy for you to do this. You say, we've built you the website. We've built you a custom website, SEO optimized website from scratch. You call them up. You say, we've built you a custom SEO website from scratch, and you book in a call. If they're curious on the call, you book them in, you leverage their interest, get booked in on their calendar. Then you spend 5 minutes creating the website on Lovable. There are tons and tons of videos on my channel showing you exactly how to do this. It's extremely simple. It's extremely easy. Go and use Lovable. If you're not, you're missing out massively and you're leaving tons of money on the table. Then you show it on the sales call. You show the Lovable website live. And the secret is you don't create anything until they book a call. So you're not creating hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these AI websites in the hope that people are going to book in. Once a lead books a call with your agency, then you build out the AI demo website because they've committed to a call, so you can give them the time and energy to then go and build out the website. So that is the full process in detail. It's extremely simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. That's what we're going to be doing. So what do you actually say on the cold call? Well, one of the scripts that we use is, hey, we actually designed a website draft for your business. We wanted to show you, have you got 10 minutes this week to hop on a call? You need to sound calm and confident. Remember, you're not selling, you're sharing something very helpful. And remember, this approach completely shifts the dynamic of the conversation from asking a business for something to offering them genuine value and bringing that refreshing value proposition that's going to book a ton of meetings. So you can use this, you can add to it, you can just keep it simple. That would be my advice. Just keep it really, really simple and try and book your first 5 to 10 meetings and learn fast. Feel fast and learn fast. That would be my advice with this. Get on the phones and you will book meetings with this. It is as simple as that. Again, it's a no-brainer offer. It's a bulletproof offer. Business owners are going to have a ton of interest in this. How we actually build a website. So here's the craziest part. We don't build the site until they book a call. Then we create it in 5 minutes using Lovable AI. And here's how we do it. We're going to use ChatGPT to create a prompt. So you're going to go to ChatGPT and you're going to put in a prompt. Can you create me a slick and professional website prompt for Lovable in X niche or Y niche? ChatGPT is going to spit you out a prompt. Then you're going to paste that prompt into Lovable. Lovable is going to build the website in 5 minutes. If you haven't already, literally go to Lovable after this video. Go to lovable.dev. Do this exact process. When you see the type of quality websites that this thing can build in like 5 minutes, it is crazy. It builds them out of thin air. The first time I seen it. In fact, every time I see it since, it still amazes me what this thing can do. Then you're going to add a logo and images. And then you have a demo website ready to show a client, ready to sell it for $2,000. It's that easy. And Lovable takes about 5 minutes to build these websites. It builds them really, really quickly. Again, it's incredible what this thing can do. Go and check it out after this video. And in terms of summarizing the tools we actually use, the main tech stack that we're going to be using is ChatGPT, obviously, like we discussed, to create the prompts. We're going to have Lovable AI to build the websites. You can use Unsplash for images. I would actually recommend using ChatGPT for the images as well. And then if you want to do the wireframes, you can use Figma too. If you want to keep this really, really, really simple, just use these two. This is more than enough. ChatGPT and Lovable.ai. You can use ChatGPT for your copy. You can use ChatGPT for your prompts. You can use ChatGPT for the images. And then Lovable is going to build out the site. So keep it really simple and just use these two to get going. In terms of results you can expect 7x response rates in terms of typical cold calling campaigns. You can expect up to 50% close rate. If you're not that good of a salesman, if you're not that good at sales, it'll be around 30%. But eventually, as you get better, it will get up to 50%, which is pretty insane. Then for $1,000 in revenue, you can sell the sites for whatever, you can sell them for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. You can sell them for whatever you want. Just remember, you will always be profitable because the sites are costing you next to nothing to fulfill. So keep that in mind. And you can scale really, really quickly with this method. So this just works. All you have to do is put in the work in order for it to work. And again, the final call to action, if you want Stripe screenshots like this over here, all you have to do is take action. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're tired of spinning the agency hamster wheel, literally just action what I've talked about in this video. Let AI do the heavy lifting, build first, pitch later, and let the clients come to you. Bring this value first approach. It will be very, very refreshing to the clients, and take action today. Literally go and action this right now, exactly what we discussed in this video, and your agency will book meetings and as a result, land clients. Now that you know how to get your next 5 web design clients, you'll need a repeatable system that can scale this thing to the moon. So make sure to watch this video next because it'll show you the exact system you can copy to scale your AI web design agency to 50K per month.